So the Knicks did what they had to do, beating the Los Angeles Lakers in the Garden in a nice performance, showing defense, showing grit. OG Anunoby, that man, I want to know, is he the de facto second option, especially recently with the way things have been looking for this team? Man, what a win. Landry Shamet, Tyler Kolek, the Knicks bench. Unbelievable. Unbelievable tonight, stepping up in big moments. The defense, once again, this was for real. This was against a number 2 offense in the last 10 games, top 6 or 7 offense overall throughout the year. And basically another I told you so moment. I told you this Knicks team was going on a run. Y'all didn't believe me. Yeah, I was so caught up in the 2-9, 2 out of 11 games and dropping 9 that you couldn't see the bigger picture. And the truth is, these Knicks, their defense is for real. And they are pressed to go on another major run. We're going to talk about this tonight on the Knicks post-game call-up show. Big time salute to everybody in the building. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes, man. Tell a friend that we live, man. Welcome to the show. I am your host, man. We got an action-packed show, so definitely keep it going. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button as I'm troubleshooting my overlay to make sure I got the right one on. Big time salute to everybody in the building, though. I do appreciate you guys for rocking with me. And yeah, man, we're gonna rock out, man. Wow. So welcome to the show. I want to say what's up to the chat. Big time salute to Maxine, the super producer in the house. I do appreciate you and all your hard work. Big time salute to Zach, the first one in the building. And salute to everybody as you guys join the show. So tell a friend we are live. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you are a subscriber, you should consider joining the channel, man. So big time salute. Definitely happy. Knicks beat LeBron. Could this be his final season? His final game in MSG? Was this an impressive performance by the great LBJ? 41 years old. Man, I it's just, honestly, man, I think I need to start picking out lottery tickets, man. The way I be calling this thing, nah, seriously, I'm telling you, man, it's the 82 nights, man. The 82 nights. It's realistically just me studying the game. I knew that the Lakers offense was for real. But in that third quarter, I told the guys in the Discord, I'm like, yo, we gonna smack these dudes, man. They don't play no defense. This game looked very similar to the Cleveland Cavalier game, to me, where in the second half, the Cavaliers just pretty much ran away with the game. In the second half of this game, we ran away. We put up 70 points. Cavaliers had 72 points in that game against the Lakers. So, yeah, big time, man. I thought that this was a nice win for the boys in orange and blue. But this is a post-game call-up show. You definitely could call up and voice your opinion. 646-995-8389. By the way, some announcements. We'll be back tomorrow with This Week Inside the Knicks. And then, of course, we have Knicks Nocturnal on the Monday, the late show. We got 3 episodes of Blue and Orange Breakfast Show, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So be on the lookout for that. Stay tuned to the live section of the channel to see what we got up and coming. Also, we got a big event. We're doing a 24-hour stream. Okay. It's called the Knicks Fanathon. You definitely could check us out. We'll be doing it on Friday the 13th into the 14th. So what I'll do is I'll get the actual flyer on the screen so you guys can see it. But it's definitely going down. And later, the day before Valentine's Day into Valentine's Day, we will be, having a good time and doing what we do. Big time salute. Yep, 24-hour stream, man. AP said, "Oh, are you ready for it?" Yeah, we ready for it. We got a lot of surprises, and let me get this on the screen really quickly. Bam, so you can see it right there. And of course, it's the road to 10,000 subs. Hey, we're pushing to get to the 10,000 sub mark on that show. If we get to the 10,000 sub mark on that show, we got some special giveaways. We got a lot of challenges, things that we're doing. It's going to be super exciting. So I just want to share that off the top. Definitely go check that out. That's all the details are in the community section. So, yeah. But bringing it back to this Knicks game, man, what could I say? Jalen Brunson playing defense. Very impressive to me. Very impressive to me getting the job done on the defensive end. In that fourth quarter, when the Lakers were trying to make their run, Jalen Brunson had 3 epic stops on Luka Doncic. And in the first half, I'm like, the game is so simple. Like the way they were executing on the defensive end, it just wasn't good enough. Like they were falling bait to the pick and roll. I told you the Lakers pick and roll is elite. And they don't even got elite roll man. I wouldn't consider Ayton an elite roll man. Imagine if he had like a Jalen Duren or Allen to do the screen and roll with Luka. It'd be crazy. Those guys they solid, but they don't really run into perfection. But they were getting a lot of backdoor buckets, right behind the help. And the Knicks did a great job tightening up on that. No unnecessary double teams. And the rotations were just really good. Matter of fact, let's go back to research mode. And let's pull up some of these numbers. Now, you got to understand something. This is the number 2 offense in basketball. The number 2 offense in basketball. So, holding them to 29% shooting from 3. Let me scroll down so you guys can see it. Is hella impressive. 45% from the field. Hella impressive. This is the team that was number 1 in field goals in the last 10 games and overall in the year, and they were averaging 50%. We held them to -5% below their average. So, incredible stuff, incredible job getting the win. And then another thing too that happens with the Lakers, Luka, he gets into hero ball mode. And now he's not really passing the ball because the secret to Luka is you got to be able to guard him one-on-one. He's going to make some tough shots, but his job is to get you in vulnerable positions, right? Getting behind the weak side help. Once they get behind the weak side help, they got guys in the dunker spot or guys that can get to the dunker spot really fast. And those guys are all looking for lobs. You could tell they practice lobs in lob situations. Mitchell Robinson could really benefit from this, that style of play and learning how those guys initiate lobs. But a lot of it is you can't guard LeBron James and Luka head up most of the time. So you got to bring that help over. And when you bring that help over, those guys do a great job hiding, sneaking behind the defense. LeBron James, very clever, looking to get guys in spots. But, man, the defense, man. New York City salute to the Knicks defense. You're talking about an elite effort from the boys in orange and blue. And another thing, too, I believe in the first half, they only had 6 fast break points. Or they might up getting 16. But look at the points that we conceded off turnovers, 19 points. That could have been devastating. So limiting the turnovers is always going to be a key to victory, even though 19 points off turnovers is very high. So we had to overcome some obstacles in this game. against the. Oh wait, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong side. My bad. This is what we did to them. The Lakers had only 11 turnovers and conceded 19 points. That helped spark our offense because we started to tighten up the defense in the second half. In fact, let me see if I have their turnovers in the first half. So the Lakers had in the first quarter 10 assists, 1 turnover, and in the first half, the Lakers, they were +8 in the paint, and we wound up getting +6. So we held them to 14 paint points in the second half. The defense is for real, y'all. I'm not sure what more you want me to say, but the defense is definitely stepping up to the plate. And, you know, I really believe that we're turning the corner, man. We are turning the corner. This is a game that we would have lost. So we turned them over, got 19 points, right? 30 assists. What did I say about that 30 assist mark? I saw this coming. I told them in the Discord, I said, there's no way we lose this, right? And part of the reason I'm just looking at so much areas of confluence. Salute to my stock traders and my traders. You know what a confluence is. Basically just another example or piece of evidence that shows you something when you're looking at something. Anytime the Knicks get 30 assists or more, they are 13-1, now 14-1. So, you know, I see this. I see the fourth quarter score. I see that in the third quarter, we almost had a 40-point quarter. Anytime we enter the fourth quarter with a lead coming into the game, we are 25-1. So now we're 26-1. And the Lakers, honestly, I didn't even know this, but they are usually undefeated when they have a lead going into halftime. This time we upset the apple cart by putting up a damn near 40-point quarter. And this is why I keep telling y'all, the Knicks offense is so explosive, man. Like it's scary, the potential that these guys have, man. Like seriously, like the offense is just dynamite. Like it's at a point where out of nowhere, they had 52 points in the first half, and then they scored 70 in the second half, right? Or 60 in the first in the second half, right? I mean, it's just incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. I don't know what more you want me to ask. You scored 62 points in the second half, not 70. Okay, 60 points in the second half, 52 in the first half. 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. To all my people, all my channel members that was on the initial live, right? That was on the initial live that I did earlier today, breaking down the whole Mikal Bridges trades. You guys know I also did a game preview show, and I told you what to expect, and this is what we expected. Even Luka, right? I remember I said, yo, the defense is so good. And they were like, well, Luka still has 30 points. But going into the third quarter, I think Luka had, if not all 30 his points in the third, he had like 28, 27. He didn't score much in the fourth quarter. They locked him up. When Brunson had that play where they stopped him, when Brunson stopped him twice and they shut him down 3 straight times, that was an example of how the Knicks are beginning to make plays, man. And let me just, because it was a lot going on in my household. So I didn't make note of, normally I make note of 5-5. Yeah, there was no 5-5. So this is a blowout, man. This is a blowout. The Knicks turned a close game into a blowout. They were up 8. Well, that's not really that close. But they expanded on an 8-point lead. They were +4 in the fourth. +4 on the lead in the fourth. +4. So these Knicks are for real. Listen. I'm all in on the Knicks and their run. I did content on this. And what they're doing now does not surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. I told y'all. And yes, I still want Giannis Antetokounmpo, for the record. This does not stop me from wanting Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is one of them ones, right? And he's an MVP and 7-time All-NBA first team. There's no way I'm going to pass up on that. All right? No way I'm going to pass up on that. Winning the 6 games in a row doesn't stop that. This is not the first time he won 6 games in a row. I want to win 4 games in a row in the playoffs. Could we do that? This is a major feat, but this is not everything. Big time salute. Killer B. Thank you, Killer B. Killer B, I see you, man. Channel member in the house. Big time salute. He said, I called it. Yeah, man, this is what I do. I study the game, yo. And next we got the Wizards. Oh, man. We might win by 40 against the Wizards. I might even be funny. But I will say this. They definitely going to play hard, and they got some really good young talent. But I will be doing another breakdown. So if you're missing the breakdowns, whether you a gambling man or whatever you want to call it, if you're just into basketball, I'm someone that gives you all of the sauce as to what to expect from the game, bro. And, I just knew it. Like, if the Knicks could shut them down the way they did, you can't say nothing about the defense. Because, look, let me show you something. This was the excuses. This is what people were saying about the Knicks, right? And I'm going to do another poll tomorrow on this. But this is what people were saying, right? You ain't beat nobody. You beat the Nets, right? You beat the Sixers. Even though the Sixers are a solid team. I wouldn't say they're a top 10 team, but they solid. You beat the Kings. Give me a break. You beat the Blazers. You beat the Raptors was a good one to me. You beat the Blazers. You beat the Lakers. Now you can't say nothing about this because I know the Lakers defense is trash. They're still one of the best teams in the West. Record-wise. But the differential, I told you, the Lakers will not finish top 6. Anybody that wants to put bread on it, we can. Right now, they're in 7th because they lost. The Lakers will not finish in the top 6. 100%. 100%. I'm taking all bets on this. Look at their differential, -2, -0.2. They can't sustain a positive differential to save their life. And that's the issue. That's the issue. So they're just holding on for the year because next year they're going to clean house and they're going to try to build a team around Luka. That's all the Lakers are doing. But nonetheless, they're still, while this is going on, having significant injuries to LeBron, Luka, and Reeves, their top 3 players, they still managed to be 29-19. So you can't take away this win from us. And because their differential is bad, one, don't use my argument against me because the context I'm saying is that they're the only team that stays relevant in the West while not having a good differential. This is why I don't think they'll finish in the top 6. Nonetheless, coming into the game, they were a top 6 team in the West. So this is a big win for me. This is definitely a big win for me. So keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389, and I will be back after these messages.
Quick shout out to one of our partners, Self. A lot of people don't realize how much your credit impacts your real life options, where you can live, what you can drive, even the kind of opportunities you can access. Self is a platform designed to help you build and strengthen your credit in a smart, structured way. It's not about quick fixes. It's about turning consistency into leverage. Whether you're rebuilding, starting fresh, or just trying to put yourself in a stronger financial position, Self gives you tools to help create real financial structure over time. If improving your credit and setting up your financial foundation is one of your goals this year, check out Self through the link in the description. Self, Build your credit, build your options.
Big time salute to Self. Long-term financial tools to help better your future positioning. You can check it out in the link tree, special offers. All of that is in the link tree / the objective fan. So yeah, man. I was just really impressed with these guys. I was impressed with Brunson being able to match up with bigger dudes. That's something that always is a concern to me. But his assignment primarily was Jake LaRavia, and he only had 5 points. You know, I don't understand why they don't start Hachimura. It's weird to me. To me, he's their 5th best player, and he should be starting. Weird lineups. I don't know. But their bench is kind of weak though, if you ask me. Now, granted, they do got Smart or LeBron. Well, yeah, they bench. I'm gonna say it. Their bench is kind of weak to me. And I did, some of the decision making they make is just showing me that they're just trying to get through the end of the year. They're trying to sell something to their fans, but they're waiting for the end of the season, and they're gonna unload or offload everybody. Anybody can go in LA. And I'm pretty sure Reeves, they're going to hold on to him with the potential to let him walk or do a sign and trade. Sign and trade and try to get some assets for him. But to bring it to the Knicks side, I am very, very, very impressed with a lot of the things that they did in this game, the way they responded, the way they bounced back. Just major to me. And even though I'm talking about defense, and Brunson and Bridges and Towns didn't have the best offensive nights, but defensively, all those guys contribute. Even Towns, 13 rebounds. I know we're not paying them $50 million to be a rebounder, but at the end of the day, the other guys got it rolling, And OG Anunoby, my question of the night is he the de facto second option for this team? 25, 8 rebounds. Is like he gets 15 shots up. At least 9 of them are not planned. So, I'm not really tripping off of Towns' production. Big time salute to everybody who. Oh wow, I hit Dusty up. He said I didn't even know we played. Man, but I did a video earlier for channel members talking about the one stat that alarms me about Towns. Yeah, doesn't this game remind you of some of the things I was saying in that video? If you want to check that out and you're a channel member, you can go ahead, or you could join the channel. You could go ahead, but it's just funny. And I got another video I think I'm gonna work on too about OG Anunoby. Is he the de facto second option? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about that. We know that some nights OG Anunoby would not do nothing or not do much. He'll take like 5 shots, but he is playing defense, so that's why a lot of us give him a pass. But in recent times, the brother has been balling. And I feel like sometimes he just looks like the second option to me. And then Josh Hart, I mean, once again, like, man, let me see if I get the record on what we are when he gets 10 points or more. Moving him to the starting lineup, he's just so much, he provides so much value for us when you put him in the starting lineup. And let me get that number for you. When Josh Hart scores 10 or more, we are 20-5. As a starter, he's averaging, last time I checked, I think he was around 13, 14. So great way to get his production going. When he's going, this Knicks team gets going. Say what you want about Josh Hart, but his value is hella important when he's producing and doing his thing. And it's like, I don't know. These guys are like a well-oiled machine, man. They're just playing so well, hustling hard, making decisions. Now they cut down on the turnovers. Now, granted, this has to stick because the Los Angeles Lakers are not a good defensive team. They don't force turnovers. That's not their game, right? They don't normally foul teams, right? You see, we had 11 free throws, but a lot of it is like what they were saying in the Discord server. They do get away with a lot. Yeah, LA, they get away with a lot. And I think a lot of it has to do with, LeBron and the respect that LeBron and Luka gets via superstars. And it just seems like in this league, that's what always gets the praise, so to speak. Superstars who complain, you don't really see them getting tech like that, but they argue with the refs. Now, maybe they're not as demonstrative as that, but you see, they put 20. J-Tap, what you put 20 on? Big time to the chat members, man. I see you BS 10258. Ooh, that's a good question. I forgot to talk about that on NBA Saturdays about the All-Stars. That's a good question. I don't know. The consistency for me is a problem, but how are they going to do the All-Stars? That's what I want to know. How are they going to do the All-Stars? Like, are they going to do I'm talking about the international guys. How are they going to do that? Because how many of these guys were international on the All-Star game? Let me see. NBA All-Star 2026. Let's see. Oh, they got LeBron on the team? I didn't even realize it because I didn't watch. I guess it came on NBC. We were live, I think, when they announced it. So all I saw was that Towns was an All-Star. LeBron made it too. Okay, so you got how many internationals though? They got 1, 2, 3. So they got 4 international starters. And then they got Murray, Avnia, that's 6. Siakam is they got 8. So yeah, now OG's not making it. He's out. OG's not making it. They got the 8 internationals. So I ain't gonna lie, that international team is kind of fire, yo. They got SGA, they got Jokic, Wemby, Giannis. Giannis is not playing. Oh, so OG could get in. OG could get in, but who else? Who's another international dude they could give it to? They could give it to OG, to be honest. After this national TV game, you know how that works. But 646-995, call up, voice your opinion. Let me know your thoughts on this game. We talking about OG Anunoby leading the Knicks against LeBron James and what might be his final game in Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I think LeBron, he's the type to want to go on his own terms. I don't think that he wants to make it a bigger situation than what he wants it to be. He wants to be in total control. So I think that's what we're getting from LeBron James right now. I don't think you're going to see a farewell. This could be his last year. And then boom, or they could announce it like towards the end. I think I hung it up after the Lakers make their, I'm not sure how many playing games they've been in, but it seems like they just make the play-in every year besides last year. So this could have been his last year. LBJ, definitely going to miss him, man. At first I was trying, not first, but like when it got like to the point where his fans were trying to make him like he's better than that bald-headed guy in Chicago, I found myself like trying to, demean him, or not demean him, but diminish his his level. And I'm like, why am I doing that? There's no reason to diminish the man's level. Just appreciate his greatness. Is he the greatest of all time? I don't think so. But yeah, it was good seeing him tonight in the Garden. He had some special moments, and he did his thing. He did his thing. He came out to play, 100%. What's going on, Rock from the ATL, man? Talk to me, brother.
Good night. Good win. Good win. Good night.
Yes, sir, man. Man, what say you? What caught your eye the most on about this game?
Persistency and consistency. Because truth being, like you said, right? You was wondering if OG is the best second option. You know what it is?
Right.
That's what I like about this team. It could be anybody behind Brunson from night to night. It fluctuates, and you really can't game plan for that.
Bingo.
And the fact that and like you said, people might say that cats being paid too much to not score and grab rebounds, but truth of the matter is a lot of time when you get the ball in his hands, he's out of control. So in that case, when he's not scoring the way he's supposed to be, that cuts down on turnovers because a lot of the turnovers occur when he's doing that.
Right.
But I'm so glad they beat the Lakers, man. Going back to what you were saying about LeBron, I still don't appreciate him because a lot of that noise coming out in the airways about him being the GOAT come from his camp. And I think he's behind that. I think he's a throw the rock, hide his hand kind of dude, So
okay.
when he's on the podcast and then his agents on the podcast talking about Reeves should get traded, I think that's all the talk between them. But LeBron is gonna stay away from that because he don't want the bad glare on him. But I
Right.
can't wait for dude to retire, man. I mean, it's long in the tooth right now,
Yeah, yo, he been here. Yeah, I mean, man, I remember when he first came in the league. That just seemed like like ages ago. Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes he be getting his shot blocked. It just be
Yeah.
looking like it just look bad. But yeah,
At $54 million a year, man, that's a lot of money that he's
it's
taking
a lot
up
of money.
along with his son. They occupying spots.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
At
true.
least,
They won't be there next year. Trust me.
at least, Giannis is still an MVP caliber guy in his prime when he got his two brothers there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, it's his show.
Yeah. So but overall, it's a great win. I'm happy, man.
Yeah, facts. I agree. You gotta take the win, and the defense looks real too. So I
Hmm.
take the win, man, all day, every day.
Yeah, I think officially we on our run now. I don't know when it's gonna end, but I'm enjoying it while it lasts.
Hey, yep, that's all we could do. That's all we could do, man. I said 7 out of the next 9 or 8 out of the next 9, but I was being objective. I said 7, but
Hmm.
it looked like they could win out. Up until Washington, I think completes it. So, but I appreciate you, brother.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
Big time salute.
All right.
Yeah, so I think it was hold on. This is why I put it on the screen. I think it was Dallas. No, was it the Suns? I'm trying to remember when it started, when we said the 10 games started. I think it was it was Dallas. It was Dallas. And then we lost that game. And then, hold on. I'm gonna go to the full schedule. So it started with Dallas. We lost that game. Everybody was discouraged. Everybody's we bad, we trash. I said, nah, we still could go on the run. Because I knew Brooklyn was trash. I knew we owed Philly, so we were gonna come out motivated. Sacramento, they're bad. So I knew we was gonna smack them, even though it was a close game blowout. Toronto, I always figured that we'll beat them too, because I was like, well, they play great defense, but they're just not consistent, bro. And they don't got Portal. Now, Portal gives us headaches at times, but they definitely wasn't going to beat us without Portal because of the way they play. They need you to turn you over, which they did, but it still wasn't enough to beat us. But I didn't think that Toronto would be able to turn us over the way they did. I'm keeping it real. But nonetheless, we got the win. Portland, I knew we was getting the win. Sub 500 team in the Garden. We cooked them. That's easy work. Lakers play no goddamn defense. So I was looking ahead at what the landscape is like. Washington, we go to Washington. That's a win, bro. We may smack them by 40. I mean, I'm not capping. Against 500 and above teams, hold on, let me get the stat for you. All right, against 500 and above teams on the road, I'm gonna get it for you. We are 7-1 on the road. We only got one loss on the road against 500 and above teams. You think we're gonna lose to Washington now? I think we won like 12 games in a row against Washington, something crazy. So I don't foresee that happening now. And I think that we're going to continue. And Denver comes in with Jokic coming back, and he's not going to be 100%, though he did look good. I think he played. Let's pull it up. I don't remember the stats. So he did have a good game, but he's still kind of like on minutes restriction. Maybe he'll be off of minutes restriction when he comes to play us. By the way, I'm cooking J-Tap right now. Yeah, J-Tap, I'm cooking you. But let me pull up the Nuggets really quickly. So I can give you the exact numbers he had. They beat the Clippers, and the Clippers they're trying to make the playoffs. It's just not going to happen. But in 31 minutes. In 25 minutes, he had 31 points. So pretty good. So he's still on minutes restriction, Jokic. Will he be off of it by the time they see us? I don't know. And they're playing the Thunder now? Right, they're playing the Thunder right now. So we'll get another game. I'm going to watch this game as well. And I'm going to see how he does. To do my little research for Wednesday's game. But okay, he got 15 minutes. So it looks like he's playing more. So he'll probably be off of minutes restriction. You feel me? So yeah. What's good? Gun clap in the building.
What's going on, my man? What's happening?
Hey man, talk to me, man. How you feeling right now?
Listen, I'm feeling delightful. I feel like every time I call in, I happen to talk about Shamet. I don't know what it is about this dude. But
let's go.
I just keep talking about Shamet. His intensity on defense and his ability to knock down shots is extremely key to our team's success. I'm happy.
100%.
I'm really happy Cat didn't do what I thought he may do. I didn't name him personally, but he was the one I was talking about where people might trying to do too much. I'm gonna be honest, JB. There was a couple of times when I was watching JB, I was like, I wish he would have tried to pass that. He got an offensive rebound, and I was like, I don't try to force it. So there was a little bit, but overall. It was a good win, good solid win, and I'm thrilled.
Yeah, 100%. And Brunson didn't have the greatest shooting night, but he did other things. He played defense. He got 13 assists, seven rebounds. You know what I'm saying? So I got a steal. I thought that he was solid outside of his shooting, and he was getting guys involved. He was hitting cats in the corner, spray threes. Sucking into defense. They were playing a crazy zone, and they really, they was really trying to trap. But their defense is trap. I knew they couldn't stop all. They might get one of us, but they can't stop this Knicks team, man. This Knicks team is incredible, man. When they're focused.
Yep, I think that's it. That's bingo. You nailed it. When they focus, unstoppable. Yeah. So
do you feel like OG? Go ahead.
Man, I don't know if we gonna lose by the All-Star break. I feel like we gonna get mad when the All-Star break come and we on a I don't know however many game winning streak. And we're like, man, we wish it wouldn't stop.
Yeah. Yo, honestly, I agree. I was just telling them, I'm like, honestly, I don't know when this will end because I think we're gonna beat Denver. I know Jokic is coming, but then we got Detroit. That's a revenge game. They embarrassed us. They usually get up for games like that. Now the Sunday game against Boston will be interesting. That's going to be interesting, man.
It is. But I'm gonna continue to listen, and you got
Big
my
time.
two views as usual, 2 likes.
Of course, man. I appreciate it, brother. Man, I appreciate the support. Grady High School, man. You know how we do it.
All day. You take it easy.
Let's go. Big time salute.
All right, what?
All right. My man, Gun Clap calling up. Grady High School. Big time salute to him. Yeah, man. When you look at the schedule, when do you think this will end? Like, we got some revenge tour games coming up. Boston, Detroit. When will it end? Hey, Yuri, what's going on?
So, Mike Brown, shout out Mike Brown, man. He made a lot of good adjustments tonight.
Oh,
he
yeah.
made some adjustments. Number one adjustment, he gave Luka Doncic so many different looks on defense. He put Hart on him. He put OG on him. Hell,
Yeah.
he was crazy enough to put Mo D on him.
Yeah, he put everybody. Even Brunson got a shot at him. Everybody.
And the analogy, I told my pops this, when the game started. Let Luka do what he wants. Let him score.
Yeah.
Lock down the other Lakers, including LeBron.
100%.
Feed Luka's ego. Go one-on-one with him. ISO him. Don't get the teammates involved. Yep. And what happened? Second half came. They clamped up the Lakers when it mattered.
Facts.
You don't want Luka to get going in the second half. Let Luka do what he wants in the first half. Let him get his points. Let him get his assists. But when it comes to the second half, you lock him down. And Mikel and OG did their job.
What's another reason? Because you said something interesting. What's another reason? I don't want to cut your call too much, but why do you think LG would do that?
What do you mean?
Why else would you lock him down, just to guard him, let him cook? Why do you think, what's another reason why you would do that? I'm going to tell you, so he won't be throwing up lobs when you leaving them other guys open on the weak side. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So if you guard him straight up, you don't get the lob, but that's a whole nother topic. But go ahead.
That's a whole nother topic. But the Knicks have become much better defensive team lately, and that arrives after they made a schematic adjustment to force drives to the baseline. Earlier this season, they were sending drivers to the middle, which isn't common in basketball. So what that tells me was that they made a schematic adjustment tonight that we're probably going to be seeing throughout the regular season.
Okay.
And that's why the perimeter defense was hella good tonight.
Yeah, the perimeter rotations were great. Even though they were giving up early on. The 8-man rotation, but they were giving up some backside layups early, and they tightened up on that by not just overly rushing to help on the double, letting him get into a position where has you weakened, and then you go and double. But yeah.
But when I do with this, that killer instinct in that second half, they snapped on their necks. Right. They didn't give the Lakers no room. Every time the Lakers got a bucket, Landry Shamet shut the door. It was a team effort. Shout out to the Knicks for getting the stuff tonight. I'm outie.
Big time salute, Yuri. Great call. Big time salute. I also want, Yuri was cooking. As far as pushing them outside, it's good too, because now it's harder to suck in the defense if you're not getting as many drives into the middle. Like if you're driving towards the baseline, one, you're easier to trap. Right, and you'll find yourself in some very compromising positions. But two, the Knicks paint defense was never the problem. The Knicks paint defense was great. The problem is when you push them outside, when opponents start shooting further from the basket, the Knicks defense got worse. Big time salute to my man AP. Adam Silver was in attendance tonight watching his favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers. Hold up, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on, I gotta get my hold on, hopefully y'all can hear that. Oh my god, hold up. The plot thickens on that. Listen, man. I'm not one for conspiracies. Make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. I'm not one for the conspiracy, but I'm gonna tell you this. It's interesting how certain franchises get certain opportunities and other franchises get left out in the dust, or, they have to go through the mud. But teams, they'll go get a guy like Luka Doncic in the trade. It just falls into their lap. You know, they'll go get a LeBron James. And then there's another team who has a fan base that don't even want to trade for all-star caliber superstar players. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But Adam Silver, man, why were you in the game? I know why he was at the game. This was the biggest game. They're probably going to do the best ratings. No, I don't know, because Peacock is trash. Do y'all like Peacock? I don't like Peacock. I don't like it. I take the regular NBC broadcast, but I don't like the Peacock experience, bro. Because one, it took me 20 minutes to realize the game was on Peacock, because I'm going through my Fubo. I'm like, yo, why I don't see the game on here? I know they play on NBC. Then I had to remember, oh, the damn Peacock app. Oh, God. So how much people did they lose out on who would have watched the game on NBC, but now you got to go to Peacock? But yeah, that's why he was there, man. You know, they getting ready to push their agendas. I'm just happy that we got the win, and they ain't try to rob us. But 646-995, call up, voice your opinion. 646-995-8389, call up and voice your opinion. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on. I appreciate the super chat. But speaking of the super chats, I do want to take the time now to go over the MVP donors. Big time salute to my man Daniel for your support. Of course, AP once again for your support. Hakeem the Dream. Man, Hakeem the Dream is somebody that always has some interesting takes, and he knows how to, you know, get you guys rolling with some of his comments. Big time salute to my man No Strays ENT. Big time salute to him. I said no strays. You better not catch no strays, okay? And is that Big Mike? Big Mike and Parish Thugger, man. Hopefully I said the name right, Big Mike. But anyway, my handwriting's not that great. But big time salute to you guys. I write fast. You know what it is? I write fast. So that's how I'm able to keep track of stuff, and I could go back because I just process things so fast. But in the sacrifice for writing so fast is your handwriting usually is trash. But I write very fast. It's a trait that I picked up in high school. But 646-995-8389, call up, voice your opinion. We talk about these New York Knicks, man. Is OG Anunoby a de facto second option for this team? Are you officially off the yeah, I'm going there. Let's go there. Are you officially off the Giannis Antetokounmpo bandwagon? What say you? Are you off the bandwagon? 646-995-8389. Oh my God. Yo, Dusty's funny. He said, I didn't even know we played. I want to give Shamus some love though, too. Because he had like 6 threes off the bench. He was on fire. 6 of 10 from downtown. The man was balling, bro. And he just made Jordan Clarkson's life a lot harder because while Jordan Clarkson probably is the most prolific bucket getter on that bench, he sure is the only one-dimensional person on that bench. Well, next to Yabusele, well, they probably go to another team together so they continue their careers together, riding the bench. Anyway, no, I don't want to take no shots at nobody, but I'm going to say this. I think that Landry Shamet, he makes Clarkson obsolete because he can defend. I don't like the fact that he has to match up against Luka and, you know, KDs and people like that. But the brother, he is up for the task, man. He comes in the game. He is big shot. Now he's like creating offense for others. Fire. Oh, man. Thank you, AP, for the next super chat. He said every year this channel has grown. You do great work. Yeah, I appreciate you, AP, man. Listen, let me tell you something. When we do this event right here, AP, the 24-hour live stream, make sure y'all in the building. Man, it's going to be epic, bro. Listen to me. It's going to be epic. We going to hit that 10. Yo, my goal is to hit 10K that day. That's what we going to do. The first ever 24-hour joint. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to do all your favorite shows. The Blue and Orange Breakfast Show. Knicks Nocturnal. We're going to have special programming. I might even throw a level-headed Knicks talk up in there. It's going to be lit. I do appreciate you, AP. I do appreciate you. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on the game. But yeah, I was giving Shamus some love. That's where I was at before the super chat. I do appreciate all the donations. By the way, if you can't call up, you could always send in a donation, and I will take time to break down your message. So you could do so by, you can send cash apps, or you can send super chats, whatever you desire. And we also got the link trees as well. You tell me whatever you prefer. Matter of fact, let me just check the link trees to make sure nobody ain't send nothing there. I hadn't checked the link tree in a minute. But big time salute, man. I appreciate it. As far as Landry, yeah, I think he renders Clarkson obsolete in this rotation. And then when we get Deuce back, that only completes the cipher. But Tyler Colin, man, showing that he can step up too when you need him. You know, Tyler Kolek is valuable because he's like a mini Jalen Brunson. He's not Brunson, but he could do a lot of the same things Brunson does. You know, especially through pick and roll. Not as much on ISO, but like he can really get to the cup off pick and roll. Very crafty, knows how to use the screen to get wherever he wants on the floor. So, you know, and Mitchell Robinson, you know, I don't know, man. I'm kind of disappointed in Mitch tonight. Even though he did have 7 rebounds and he became more prolific in the second half, I just felt like he wasn't as dominant as we needed him to be, especially in that first quarter. Ayton had 9 and 4 in the first quarter, but they did a good job of preventing him from getting much lives the rest of the game. He only scored 4 points the rest of the way, but he had 9 and 4 while Towns and Mitch had 3 and 4. Like, one man shouldn't be out producing our 2 double big heroes. And you consistently see that the double big lineup is just not it. Consistently see it, you know. They play better when apart. And Towns, I'm not going to say his shooting was the worst, but maybe it's just not enough shots. Big time salute to AP. He says, no one has done 24 hours. Let's be a part of Knick YouTube history. Annual tradition. Yeah, definitely it's something that I will do annually, but we also may do other 24-hour joints. We're going to see how this goes, but I would like to make that an annual, like, All-Star Friday kind of thing. I do like that idea. And yeah, definitely continue to support and be a part of it. And just because he brought it up again, bam. This flyer is actually in the community section. You can go there and check it out. It has all the details as to what you expect. You feel me? With the 24-hour Knick Fanathon. Never been done before. And listen, man, this is what we do on this channel. We pushing the limits, y'all. We are pushing the limits. And I'm not going to stop. Oh, there, I didn't mean to close out the window. Get the window back. Bam. So I appreciate the support, AP, man. Anybody else wants to call up? 646-995-8389. For some reason, it feels like it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's only 11 o'clock. I got like another 5 hours after this. Once I get off of here, I'm going to be just probably working on the podcast tomorrow. Making sure everything is tight. This week inside the Knicks. This week inside the Knicks.com too is coming back too. I'm just trying to make it, because I got Substack too. And so I'm testing out Substack, which I'm not able right now in my schedule. I want to get more active on there to all the people that follow me on Substack. But, you know, people are saying it's a good platform to be on because, you know, it just has a lot of great ranking. Like, people know Substack versus people don't know This Week Inside the Knicks. But believe it or not, I'm not even promoting This Week Inside the Knicks like that. And we were getting 200 website visitors a month. 200. And I wasn't even promoting it like that because This Week Inside the Knicks is really a passion project of mine. It's something that I like to do because I like to keep track of all the news. And I just want you to come back 20 years from now. You go to thisweekinsidethenix.com, and that's how you find out what happened in 2024, 2025. That's my goal for This Week Inside the Knicks. So, yeah, there's some changes I'm making to the platform, but it will be back. And I got to figure out my whole Substack situation. And also the other channels are coming too. It's just, man, I be doing a lot, man. It's a lot going on. But I got 2 channels we're doing. We're doing a boxing channel, and we're gonna do I think a NBA but basketball channel, the straight basketball. So those are the 2 things that we should be doing. Be on the lookout for that. Help support and grow that. And yeah, just a lot of work, man. Just putting in a lot of work and grinding. So, but let me see what else with this game too. Hold on. As I wait for more people to call up. Diawara, 5 minutes. It seems like that ninth man gets like 3 to 5 minutes a night. That's what it seemed like. And it looks like Yabu's going to be that guy. I don't see him open up the rotation when Deuce gets back. I don't think that that's a smart idea. While I love Kolek, you know, guys always get hurt in and out of the lineup. So there always will be opportunities for Kolek and even Ariel. But I think that right now, you got to continue to build the chemistry. I mean, I told you, listen, I got 2 channel member videos breaking down the 12-man rotation. It's the worst thing he could have possibly done. Now that he's playing the 8-man rotation, it's way better. Guys know when they're coming in the game. There's a flow to the game. You get more than 2 minutes at a time. It's fire, man. So, yeah, Mike Brown, I think that he's doing an incredible job. And I got to give him his props when he's, you know, when he's due. Because, yeah, I'm hard on all of them. But I'm also going to praise them when they're doing the right thing. And I just seen the play coming. I knew my Knicks were going to go on a run like this. I was trying to be humble when I said, yeah, 7 out of the next 9. I really wanted to say 8 out of the next 9, which looks like we're about to do. We already got 6, 2 more to go. The Wizards, we got that. I'm just letting you know. The Wizards, we're going to pack them out. In Washington, that's like our second home. That's nothing. Now, Denver, that's going to be the test. Denver's just like the Lakers. I would say probably a little bit more polished defensively than the Lakers, but it's the same concept. Denver's still a bottom 20 defense. So I don't see why we couldn't. Matter of fact, I think Denver's about a 10 defense. Hold on, let's pull it up. I think Denver's a bottom 10 defense. Last time I checked. You see, I don't really waste my time remembering who's at the top of what because it changes too much. You know, you'd be better off just looking at certain moments in time versus trying to remember who did what. You know, it's too much to remember, man. It's too, trust me, I do this. I've been doing this for 3 years now, going on 4 years. Well, this is the 3rd year of the channel. 4th season, but 3 years because, you know, the seasons, you have 2 seasons in 1 year. Anyway, nonetheless, you know, you got to focus on certain areas and highlight those areas. You can't focus on the entire league. You know, only reason why I knew they were bottom 20, bottom 10 is because I literally just looked at this. I'm not going to cap. You know, it's not because oh man, I remember what Denver did. But I was looking to see who was the number 1 offense, and then Denver came up. So Denver's the number 1 offense on paper. But we'll see if it continues. But yo, man, I'm excited for the 24-hour stream too. Like I'm really excited for it. You know, at first I'm like, oh God, another Maxine production. Oh man, but yo, she's been on the money, y'all. You know, give her a big time salute. Matter of fact, let me give her a big time salute. She's been holding this down. Let me see if she's still in the chat. She probably knocked out. You know, a lot of hard work. Big time salute to my man HRM, man. I see you, HRM. Oh, okay. Peacock, no commercials on the replay. Oh, okay. So I'm definitely gonna watch that AP. I'm definitely gonna watch that that Denver and what do you call it again? Because that's why I like NBA.com. If you pay for no ads, you don't get no ads on an NBA joint. On NBA League Pass. That's why I like League Pass too. And then sometimes, even if you don't pay for the ads, like if you have the one with the ads, they don't be getting ads like that, bro. Like you might see one ad in the beginning, and then you just watch the rest of the condensed game with no ads. So yeah, that's why I like it. I can't stand ads, boy. Can't stand it. I even I've used YouTube Premium. I don't like ads, you know? So yeah. So if I could avoid the ads, I'll pay more. But what do you think? Do you think OG Anunoby is the de facto second option? All that means is the by default, he's become the second option just by like. It's not that we're planning it. It's just the way the game goes. He's getting the second most shots, or he's the second most consistent to me. I think that's just what it is. And yo, when OG is making the move out of the corner, bro, no one can stop him. He gets that first step. It's a dunk. It's a foul. You gotta foul him because he's gonna get a bucket. You can't stop it. Can't stop it. Now, if he could continue to work on his stop and pop, and turn around more so because he does got a little stop and pop, but if he worked on a turnaround, get to the spot and turn around like Brunson, like he need to hang out with Brunson. Yo, how you do that little turnaround, Joe? He'd be unstoppable because people are always expecting him to go straight to the bucket. But if he developed a turnaround, it'd be fire. I gotta talk to Maxine, but I'm thinking that next Sunday, I'm thinking that we may do a live play-by-play. I gotta talk to Maxine because another issue we got is the lag. So I gotta brainstorm how we could deal with the lagging scenario. Let me see. My man AP says we win the championships. I can't wait to see that show. Ooh, yeah. Like I'm thinking that's when we will break it out. You know what I'm saying? Like you win the championship. Not that it has to be that grand, but I'm thinking that's where we'll do it, you know. And I just want to try it out. My system could handle it, even though it be crapping out sometimes, but it's pretty simple. As long as you got a computer that could run, I be on my computer for like 20 hours a day sometimes. So I'm always on the computer by default. I'm always on the computer. So it's just a matter of me having to stay up. Now I'm naturally a vampire, and because I've been doing the Blue and Orange brunch show, even though it's been late, later in the afternoon, I'm used to getting up after like going to sleep late some days. Not every day, but some days. So I can't wait too, AP. I definitely can't wait. Up, 24-hour stream, man. Gonna be lit. Gonna be lit. You may see some cool collabs. Still building that out. But already we pretty much got it mapped out how we want it to run. Just working on a couple of things. Like I'm working on some new product, some new merch that I want to add to the fold as well. Got an update from the bodega, even though the bodega is still lit. Make sure you guys continue to smash that like button, man. All right. And call up 646-995-8389. Man, I appreciate the support, y'all. Definitely appreciate the support. Hit that, smash that subscribe button. There's so much elements from this game too, like the Lakers, man, they I don't know, man. It seemed like the Lakers, they just put a team together around just to get through the year. That's what it seems like to me. It don't seem like these guys are really trying to rock the boat too much from a standpoint of like really making something happen. They're a good team, but defense, you can't go into a playoff series the way they played tonight. Where you come out, you put up 33 in the first quarter, I'm like, oh boy. Here we go. But once I saw that we held them to 23 points in the second quarter, I'm like, oh, the defense got them figured out. I'm very confident going into halftime. I just needed to see them make certain adjustments. Like Towns and Bridges, I was going off in the Discord because I'm like, y'all really just going to go out there like this? Like Cat had 5 points and 6 rebounds at halftime. And Mitch had 0 and 4. Shamit had 9. Kolik had 8. Did I even write Mikal down? Mikal was so like, I didn't even write Mikal down. Let me go to NBA. But I'm in the Discord like, nah, this can't be. Like, we need Towns, we need Mikal to do something. Like, seriously. Like, that was my energy in the Discord. And then all of a sudden, third quarter comes. And listen, when that third quarter comes, ooh, the Pistons smacked the Nets. Celtics smacked the Bucks. That differential, y'all. Interesting stuff. Oh, the Thunder smacking the Nuggets. Okay. Thunder smacking the Nuggets. Okay. Spurs smacking the Magic. Then, yo, when they don't got Franz, boy, they be in trouble. Let me see something. So I want to go to first half. And I'm blacking out. Not blacking out, but I'm just like, I'm calling them out, not blacking out. I'm like, Towns 2 of 6, 5 points. Mikal Bridges 1 of 6, 2 points. What are we doing? What are we doing? How does Mohamed Diawara have more points than Mikal Bridges and he played 4 minutes? Like, that don't make no sense. Granted, Mikal just missed his shots, but still. So Mikal does what he does, makes a late game appearance. Second half, a little bit different. Mikal Bridges 4 of 6, 8 points. Towns 3 of 5, 6 points. Well, that's kind of the same for Towns. I can't cap for Towns. Yeah, Towns didn't really do great scoring, but his rebounding and his passing, he had 3 assists in the second half, was ultimate. He was ultimate. He was playing better as team basketball from a team, not from a scoring standpoint. But to all of my channel members, what did I tell you, man, about Towns? So all in all, I take the win more so than anything. But I told you, these guys, if that man makes himself available, you got to go get that man. And y'all know who I'm talking about. And take a peek to see whatever members may have gotten in the building. Yes, I do. Killer B, I do pay attention to that. Wait, hold on. You said you can't stand. Wait, hold on. I don't know who that is. I thought you meant like, do I watch like the betting? Nah, I don't watch nobody. I watch basketball, bro. That's all I do. I watch basketball. Half my day is spent watching basketball. Man, I'm not even sure what that is. But yeah, I just watch too much basketball, bro. And then I watch movies with, Max. We watch movies and stuff like that. But I watch sports too much. What's good, Mellow Mike? How's it going?
Hey, what's going on, Karan? How are you?
Man, big time salute, man. I'm having a great night.
Good to hear.
How about you? You still on the road?
I'm still on the road. I had a good time. I had made a pit stop in Boston, and then I just
Nice.
left.
Okay.
So listen,
All
I
right.
just wanted to caught up on your comment on the de facto as
Yes.
far as with OG.
Yeah.
I feel that those other three players, if you look at Mikal,
Right.
OG, or Hart, they can all be playing that role at any given time. And
Right.
for whatever reason, I've noticed that OG's been the guy that's been the go-to guy a lot, especially attacking from the baseline, doing his thing from the outside going in. But I remember in the beginning of the season, Mikal Bridges was on a hot streak. That were stating that he was ahead of the curve,
Yeah.
getting his runs in with Coach Mike Brown's system, if you recall, early in the
Right.
season, right?
Yep.
And he all of a sudden it was like, wow, what a resurgence from Mikal Bridges compared to last
Right.
season in scoring.
Right.
So I feel like right now it's his turn, but it's like a cycle. At any given time, all these other players too can step up. So
Okay.
yeah, they can fill that role. I feel confident with these guys, to be honest with you. Yeah.
That's a good point. That it definitely could be that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely could be that.
And all five players, to be honest with you, you don't know who's going to show up. Like we were just talking about the other day. Cat may not score that much, but you know what? He can let it up too. So
Right.
they'll go through the little cycles. Yeah.
I feel you. No, that's actually a fair answer. And honestly, that may be the right answer.
Mm.
Because different nights, different one of those guys pop up.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
You got any questions?
I'm trying. Nah. Besides the de facto second option, how long do you think this win streak could continue? Because we got the Wizards and then Denver, then Detroit, then Boston. Do you see us continuing on a rampage?
That's a good question. Look, they got a lot of momentum going on. The true test for me is not Denver. It's Detroit. I want Detroit.
Okay.
That's the big game for me. That's the big tell-all. That game with Detroit, and obviously the teams that belong in our division, they're our rivals, Boston too,
Right.
but not so much. Detroit's really the one I'm going to circle on the calendar. We
Right.
should be able to beat Washington. Denver.
10
I'm up in the air with Denver.
seconds.
I'm just more concerned with Detroit. That's my answer with that. Yep.
Big time salute, Mellow Mike. I appreciate you and safe travels.
You too, brother. Thank you.
Big time salute, man. Keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. We're talking about these New York Knicks. Oh, and by the way, I gotta record my game previews. I've been slacking on reviews and previews, but more so reviews. Because I do preview shows. I need to get back on my game reviews.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Let the
Karan,
people know
what's
your
up,
name and where you
man?
calling from, man. How's it going?
It's good. I'm good. This is Darren from Florida, courtesy of Brooklyn.
Let's go. Ah, man, how you feeling right now, man?
I'm feeling good. It's a good win. Solid win. JB, Cat, offensively didn't play good, but we
Right.
still won. That's impressive.
Bingo.
Mikhail and Cat, you see why we get frustrated with them.
Yes.
One
Yes.
play in particular, Karan, I see Mikhail get the ball with like 5 seconds on top of the key, and the man's passing it to Shaman.
Bingo.
With the clock winding down.
Yes.
You're supposed to be going to the hole and taking that.
Right.
You're supposed to be. But whatever, that's another story. The way
That's
OG
another
been
story.
playing,
Mhm.
the way OG been playing, someone might offer 3 picks for him.
That's true.
When it come down to it. Now,
Yes, go.
listen, I like the win, but I want to win versus Denver, Detroit, Boston. You win those games, now you're really showing me and the league something.
Bingo.
It's nice to beat this. It's nice. This win's nice win, right? But beat
Right.
Denver, because I want that win too, because they a championship threat. Definitely
Right.
want Detroit, and I definitely want Boston. You win them, and maybe I might back up with the talk about Giannis a little bit, right? But the trade deadline coming up Thursday, I still want to do the deal, obviously. But
Of course.
win those games, and then you're gonna really start showing me something because they're playing defense.
Right.
And that's why we're getting on this little win streak. I like the way the Knicks look, but I can't be fooled by this right now and be like, oh, we're good. Nope.
Okay.
Can't do that. I like the way we're playing. I'm encouraged.
Right.
But this test coming up, Karan, is the big boy test.
This is the
You
big
know,
boy test.
And this is where we got to get some wins. We
Right.
better not come lay an egg on Washington. That should be a gimme.
No,
But
that's a gimme. No, we won't do it. Trust me. That's a gimme.
Take
Trust
care
me.
of them, blow them out, get some rest, show up.
Yeah.
We got to
The
get
last
some
three
wins
games
against these
the last
teams.
3 games I saw for Washington, they got smacked by like 25 or greater. So yeah.
Yeah,
They gonna get
that
cooked.
should be an easy one. Now, as far as getting Giannis, I'm not too confident we're gonna be able to pull it off, Kron. But I hope we, do a little
Right.
tweak, see what happened. And one more
Right.
thing I want to mention. I know you say you're from Flatbush, right?
Yes, sir.
I used to play ball over in Vanderveer back in the day. Shout out
Okay.
Vanderveer.
Big time
Shout
salute
out
to
Vanderveer.
Vanderveer.
Yes,
Nice.
sir. Yes, sir. All right,
All
Kron,
right.
signing off, brother.
Big time. I appreciate you, man.
All right,
Vanderveer in the
man.
house. Let's go.
All right, later.
All right. If you play ball in Vanderveer, man, that's what's up. Yeah, you was in the trenches with it. 100%. Let me keep the calls moving. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion, man. We talking about these New York Knicks, man. And I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. Let's see if this brother answers. Hopefully he does. This guy, I'm beating him in fantasy. Come on, J-Tap, answer. He ain't answering. J-Tap, call back. If you're listening, J-Tap, call back. I appreciate all the channel members. Let me see. AP says to make it to the finals, retired Carmelo Anthony play. Ooh, okay. Do you know his second cousin is my best friend of 41 years? Nice. And I didn't know. It's a small, listen, let me tell you something. When you from the town, we all connect, even though it's big. Like Brooklyn is huge. Of course, New York City is massive. Brooklyn is huge, but listen, let me tell you something. It's what they say, 6 degrees of separation. In Brooklyn, you know someone who knows someone. Like, you may not know the person, but you're going to know someone who knows someone. And that's just what it is. That's facts. My family, I got family from Coney Island. I'm from the Flatbush side. A lot of ties, but then I got family that live in every single neighborhood of Brooklyn. Like, seriously, no cap, no exaggeration. So, I made my way around the town. You feel me? So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's a lot of like that. Oh, wait a minute, that's your cousin? Wait, hold on. All this time you said this was your cousin, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together because to them it's regular, but to you like, oh man, I didn't even know that. We did get a. Oh, okay. We did get a call back. Hold on. Gotta honor my man Rock for his call back. By the way, if you want to call back, all you have to do is you can send in a donation. Okay, super chat, Cash App, and you can call back. But big time salute to that story, AP. That's just how New York City is, period. But especially Brooklyn. You're gonna know someone that knows someone. That's why I don't even like to get into arguments with people. Because I'm like, I probably know your cousin. Like, seriously. Seriously, hold on. Before I'm going to get to you, Rock, next. Because my brother J-Tap called. And I'm going to get to Rock. What's good, J-Tap?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man. Knicks Tape Madness Discord server channel member. What say you?
Hey, I'm outside. Hey, that was a great win.
Great win.
And there's something about it. Like, there's one thing I noticed about this team. I know we're on a winning streak, but it don't feel like we're on a 6-game winning streak to me personally.
Okay.
Because normally when you're on a winning streak, it just feels a little bit different. I think this team is still figuring itself out.
Right.
But we're still winning.
Right.
Cat's not playing that good, but we're still winning. Hart's still playing like he should come off the bench, and we're still winning.
Stop it. Come on. Wait till you see the Knicks in 10 show when I tell you what Josh Hart is doing.
No, I had to throw that in. I know.
I know.
But my thing is, seriously, my thing is like,
when their team is doing stuff like that, that's a sign of a good team. You know,
Right. 100%.
we're winning, and we're going through our trials and tribulations, but we're still coming out on top.
Yep.
And another thing is, as far as OG being the second option, I just don't see it. Cat is always going to be the second option no matter what. Even though he's not playing well, he's still going to be he's still going to be the big dog behind Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson tonight, he wasn't Mr. Dribble tonight. You know, he passed the ball, he moved the ball well, and you know, I like when Cat plays like that. I wish he would score a little bit more, but it is what it is.
Man, they were blitzing him. They were tackling him.
Yeah, I know. I see that. And these refs. And these refs, I don't know what it is. It might be a bias against New York. Who knows? I don't know.
It is. The Lakers get these calls every night. Trust me. I watch them.
We get no whistles. And lastly, props to you for this 24-hour thing because I've never seen it in Knicks history. And I can't wait to
let's go.
I can't wait to be part of history. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell, man. Listen, you're going to go crazy, man.
I got one question. Is there a game that day or before, or is there any games?
No, this is All-Star Friday.
The All-Star weekend.
This is All-Star Friday, so we're going to have fun. We might do commentary for the rookie game. I mean, it's going to be a whole catalog.
Well, I'm there. And props to Maxine for doing her thing because, you know, she's doing her thing. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I'm going to let you go. You know,
big time.
I'm glad we won 6 in a row, and you were right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. I didn't think they were going to win 8 out of 9 or whatever you said it was.
Yeah,
but
yo, remember Dallas? Remember we lost to Dallas? They was getting on me.
Yeah.
Oh, you going to do a run? Oh, you said we going on a run. I said we still could.
Yeah, but that was me. I'm a pessimist. I'm a pessimist naturally, but yeah, man, I'm glad we're doing our thing. And like I said, we're winning.
Seconds.
And we're not playing our best basketball. And I'm out.
Back.
Peace.
Big time. I appreciate you, J-Tap.
Yes, sir.
Remember, you could call back if you want. J-Tap, he hardcore plus. So when you hardcore plus, you can call back. So just wanted to make sure he knew that. Let me get my man Rock because he actually ordered a call back. I got to get Rock on the line. And to anybody else who wants to call back, feel free to, you know, send that donation. And big time to my man AP, the MVP donor of the night. I do appreciate you. And, you know, knowing people in Brooklyn, or if just New York City, period, but definitely Brooklyn, that's just what it is. I mean, I get that all the time. You know how much time people come up to me and say, yo, I seen you on YouTube? I'm like, you see me on YouTube? Why you didn't say nothing? A lot of people see me on YouTube, man. A lot of cats I know from Brooklyn. But keep the calls coming. What's going on, Rock? I know you wanted to say something else, so talk to me, man.
Yeah, okay, you ain't lying about that 6 degrees of separation in Brooklyn, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I grew up in East New York. Moved to Flatbush for a while with this shorty. Then moved to Far Rock, then came right back to East New York, and then I went to Atlanta.
Nice. All over. Okay.
But I don't know if anybody ever asked this question, man.
What's up?
Yo, if we could necessarily do it because the Knicks have the grit and no lead is safe. We can come back in any game and we have poise. If we win the chip, right? If we win the chip, Giannis becomes available in the summer. Do we still trade for Giannis?
Listen, when you get up, I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna take my time with that.
That takes a lot of thought. And let me say this. And because going back to what you was talking about, OG,
right?
I think he becomes more valuable because he provides a lot of nuances in the offense that we wasn't thinking about before. Right. He has a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but he becomes an integral part of our structure, right behind Jalen, man.
Yep. Because you know what it is, he scores without a play. That's why. But go ahead.
Yeah. Something about his grit and him and Josh, man, being on the floor at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But yeah, I want to hear you answer that question. Do we still
go
for Giannis after they getting the chip?
I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna take my time and break it down.
All right, bro.
Big time salute. I appreciate the support, by the way.
Okay, yeah, sure, no problem.
No doubt.
All
right. So that's an example of a $5 callback. So when you call back, you get an additional 2 minutes, right? And if J-Tap wants to call back, that'll be an example of when you're a hardcore plus, you get the call back as well. But really quickly, not really quick. I'm gonna take my time. Now, for me, Rock, for me, I want Giannis no matter what. Period. We can win 2 championships. I'm going to go get Giannis. Now, if we win the championship, only because of finances and the fact that New York made it to the mountaintop and we're not trying to get to the mountaintop, I don't think they do the trade for Giannis. I think at that point, they're going to say, well, we're going to sell Jalen Brunson. We got another year of paying him well below his value. You know? Now, here is the only other way they could do the trade. One, they start hoarding. So let's say, well, not hoarding. I'm going to say rather, they get a pick, right? So they get a first-round pick this summer. They also could do 2 swaps. And we still don't know what the Wizard pick is going to be, right? So you could package those 4 picks and Towns for something and then do a 3-team deal and try to send as many picks as you can to Milwaukee, because let's say now Leon Rose doesn't want to pay Towns. Now that could be a reason to go get Giannis. I don't want to pay Towns. Let me go pay. Now, I'm not saying this is the case, but I'm just taking some time to really give you a well thought out answer, because if Towns starts playing up to the value and they don't believe they're going to have discrepancies with the contract negotiation, I can see them passing on him. But if for whatever reason they feel as though Towns is going to be a nuisance and they're like, well, we're going to get an additional trade asset, and then we're going to do 2 trade swaps with Milwaukee, and then we're going to send Towns to a third team that may be looking to buy, like the Nets, you know, like the anybody. I can't think of anybody. There's going to be 10 teams next year with cap space. I know the Nets are one of them. The Lakers are the other one. I don't think the Lakers want Towns, but the point that I'm saying is, you know, you may be in a position where you want to move off of Towns, or even Mikal. Maybe they're like, oh, we don't, you know, we pay Mikal this money, but we don't think he's going to live up to the hype. I think that would be more Cat than Mikal, but that'll be the only scenario I could see them doing the deal. I don't think they would do the deal just to do it, because I think they would be content with paying Jalen Brunson less and believing that they can at least do it for another 2 years, and even try to maybe wing it and stay under the second apron. Maybe you lose Mitchell Robinson, and then you just continue building with, you know, a bunch of young boys who you can sign. It's going to be a tall stretch because you're only going to have $16 million to sign 6 players. So those 6 players are going to be just straight, you know, contract minimums and rookies. I don't know, but, you know, I think that if we win the championship as well, then you go into the second apron, which is going to be a challenge to get out of it, because then you're going to have to not devalue, but you're going to have to trade value, not devalue, but trade value like Mikal and those guys to go get, you know, those picks. So that's what I would say, Rock. I think that me personally, I would, but them only if Towns or Bridges' contract doesn't hold up. I think OG Anunoby he's making his salary. Even though he doesn't score consistently, what he does on the defensive end, he has to be All-NBA defensive team. And honestly, matter of fact, let's do this. Let's go to OG Anunoby just to add to this point why I don't think OG would be traded. So Powell's there. And we got an injury. Oh, that's the what? No, but it's a Euro. So whatchamacallit, Giannis is going to be out. So they need another international player. I'm trying to see if OG can get in there. because that will also build his profile. You feel me, Rock? So look, you got Duran is an all-star, right? Yeah, Duran is an all-star. Boston, you got nobody else. Toronto, no. Cleveland, no. Philly, hell no. Orlando, wait a minute. Paolo didn't make it? No, but Paolo's American. So they would need another international dude to replace Giannis on the international team. So those guys wouldn't make it because Paolo's an American and Franz missing time. I don't think they would put Franz in the All-Star game because he's missing a lot of time. As far as the Heat is concerned, who they got that's international? Nobody. Yeah, they don't got nobody. So the Heat don't got no Euros. I could see them trying to give it to Chicago. Nah, these guys are all nah. OG could make it, yo. Think about it. Who else on the East that's international? Because Scotty Barnes is technically international, right? He's already on the team. So who else do you got? What, RJ Barrett? Hell no. They wouldn't give RJ Barrett the nod. Sorry, I lost my window. Damn. Shows you I just got too many windows open for no reason. Anyway, but just to add to what I'm saying, OG Anunoby could be an all-star. To me, he's the best international player left. That's in the top. And they're going to need one more international player for Giannis. Now, unless they're going to say, well, we're going to add from the West Coast, which wouldn't be fair because Giannis is an East Coast player. So it should be an East Coast Euro or East Coast Euro or East Coast international player to replace him. Bottom line, the only reason why I went there, Rock, is because I think OG's contract makes him untradeable, or not untradeable, but I don't think they would trade him if they win the championship. Because if they win the championship and he's healthy, he's going to be an integral part for it. You already see what he's doing now. So in a championship run, OG Anunoby, I don't think that you touch. And also, too, let me just say this. While I always am going to want Giannis Antetokounmpo, I'm not saying that I don't believe in my Knicks. See, two things could be true. I could want Giannis Antetokounmpo bad because I understand the history of the game and where we've been, right? But that doesn't mean I don't think this team can do magical stuff. I think we definitely could make it to the finals. I'm not just saying it because of the 6-game winning streak. I think that in the playoffs, we just have more experience than pretty much any other team that's there. And that experience matters in the postseason. It separates the boys from the men. When the moments gets real, do you have the experience or not? Josh Hart, Brunson, these guys are battle tested. They've been in series. It's just a matter of time. And then the team that lost in the Eastern Conference Finals the year before that makes it to the championship. And once we get there, you know I'm picking the Knicks. I'm not going to pick against the Knicks. Do I ever pick against the Knicks? I give you the morning show and I tell you, yo, I'm worried, man. I don't know. I told you when we were playing against Sacramento, I said, I don't know. And we lost. I told you the same thing about Phoenix. I don't know. We lost. But I'm always going to pick the Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan, man. I bleed orange and blue. But I also want Giannis badly because I understand the history of basketball, and those guys usually win championships. J-Tap, if you want to call back, remember, you got the callback option, my brother. You got the callback option. You're a hardcore plus, not hardcore, but you're Objective Knicks Fan Nation Plus. We changed the name like 4 times. Anyway. Okay. I see you guys in the chat. Big time salute to everybody. Uh-oh. Got my man calling up. What's going on, Coach? In the building. Can you hear me, Coach? I can hear you. You're very low, though. You got me on speaker?
Yeah, I'm trying to hold on a minute.
Okay. Yeah, take your time. I don't want you to, you need to call back. You can as well.
You hear me now?
Oh yeah, you sound way better, brother. How's it going? Everything is well?
Everything's good. Everything's good.
Man, great to hear from you, brother, man. Let's go, man. What's on your mind? What you want to talk about? This Knicks got a nice win.
Season. It's trade
Oh,
season.
okay.
I want to talk about what you talking about.
Hey, man, well, we talking about the game. You know, my man Rock from the ATL, he asked a great question. He said, if we win the championship, would I still want Giannis? And what do you think I told him?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Yep.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Are you kidding me?
I started the season saying that the Knicks could win a championship with the team they have. Yeah.
Right.
I still want Giannis.
Still want Giannis. Even if we win, it don't make a difference. Don't make a difference.
I want him right now.
Do you want to win the second and the third and the fourth? Get that
That's
man.
What I'm saying. Like, yeah, you could. The Knicks could win a championship right now, but you know,
right?
You could. That I don't know if that's a dynasty team. I don't know because
no, it's not that.
I know if I have Giannis,
ooh,
Brunson,
ooh,
I'm winning.
Man, now we talking.
I don't care about wing stuff when it comes to Giannis. I like wing stuff. I wanted Anunoby. Like the team that we had, I actually wanted most of these players. Hart, I didn't want. I thought the kid would be good, but he wasn't. But Anunoby, I wanted. You all know I wanted Cat. I wanted Bridges, but I didn't think that would happen. But the Mafia made it happen.
Of course.
I want this Cat, and I think Rose can make it happen.
Yeah,
Worldwide
I think
West
so.
In the background, you know, whoever needs to be spoken to, make
Hell
it happen.
Yeah.
But your favorite Knicks are not going to be Knicks anymore. Cat is not my favorite Knick, but I want Cat to stay, especially if we get Giannis. That's the one person I wouldn't move. Because
you convinced me. You convinced me of that.
Makes sense together.
Right.
But I'm not tied to none of them. Brunson had to go. He had to go. Cat had to go. He had to go.
Yeah. 100%.
But I would prefer to keep the two of them and build around what's left.
Yeah, because it'd be crazy. How they gonna defend that?
You can't. You know, to me, Brunson doesn't really pass, but Giannis is a passer. Towns is a passer, and Brunson's a good passer for a small shooting guard.
Right.
So
Bingo.
We just make it happen with that. Get Alvarado off the bench.
Right.
And make it happen. Keep DOR though.
Yes. Yeah, you gotta keep DOR. I like him. He's solid. He gonna be something.
10
Everybody else
seconds.
is up for grabs.
Yep, man. I appreciate you, Coach,
10
man.
seconds. Salute to you. Salute to the chat. Like and subscribe. I'm in
Big time. Big time. Big time. My man, Coach, man, one of the first channel mods. Yo, my tablet's not charging this whole time. That's wild, bro. Yeah, man. Don't give your kids your tablet. They're gonna mess it up. Anyway. Yeah, 646-995-8389. J-Tap said you talk too fast. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying you got the option, brother. Just wanted to remind you. If you did wanted to call back. Keep the calls coming though. We talking about these New York Knicks and if you want to answer that question, Rock asked a good question. If we win the championship, do the Knicks still trade for Giannis? In my world, if I was Leon Rose, it'll be yes. I don't have a world where I don't trade for Giannis. He's still spectacular. He's still special. I would have to see like 2 clear years of regression for me to be like, yeah, I don't want Giannis. We hadn't seen that. We got Casey Smith. We got the best medical staff in basketball. They're going to take great care of him. We got OG Anunoby looking like a durable athlete, and he has been durable. Give a big time salute to my man OG Anunoby for being durable, man. And I think it's all Casey Smith and the game plan. Look at Mitchell Robinson. Of course, fluke accidents happen, but the decision behind recovery and getting these guys back to form, they're doing one hell of a job. And Coach, he said something about Josh Hart. I'm not sure if he said Josh Hart wasn't good. I disagree with that, man. This Josh Hart is the engine, or not the engine. He's the fuel for this engine of a starting lineup. The offense of the starting lineup wouldn't be this good without Josh Hart. He's the glue guy. He's somebody who he makes Brunson's life a lot easier. And so, when we're talking about Josh Hart, you got to understand the level of success. I don't got the starter stat. I don't think I put it in the club yet. It's just too many damn stats I keep track of. But, Hart record as a starter is still really good. And, anytime he gets 10 points or more, we are 15-5, I said. Hold on. You just stat check that. We going back into the club. But I think it's 15-5 anytime he scores 10 points or more. And the brother has been balling, bro. I disagree with Hart not being that good. But you guys could continue to call up, agree to disagree. I'll let you get your calls off so you guys could express yourself, without interruption, because I don't really care about whether or not people have differing opinions. I just like to have good conversation, and that's what you get on this show. We have good conversations, no yelling over each other. I know them Detroit Pistons fans, they come with the energy, but they gonna be on the clock. So anybody who calls up now, you gotta be on the clock. That's just how it works. So you better get your call off, and I'm gonna let you talk, but I will respond. And if I have to rebut, I will. My fault. Stat check: 19-5 when Josh Hart gets 10 points or more. So the brother's viable, and he's been doing his thing. 100%. So I will be back with more of your calls after these messages.
Real question. Do you actually know basketball, or do you just watch it? Because most fans watch games and talk, but they're not breaking anything down. No tracking, no documentation, no real analysis, just reactions and baseless opinions. 82 Nights changes that, though. Over 200 pages to analyze what you're watching, track rotations, break down patterns, highlight players, take actual notes. That's how you go from someone who watches to someone who knows. That's how your basketball IQ levels up. Link in chat, hardcover or soft. Stop guessing, start documenting today.
Big time salute for Maxine for another message. Nice, lovely commercial message. The 82 Nights, the official basketball intelligence system. You can get yours now by going to the Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. The beautiful thing about this is it is a journal. You can take this into the postseason. Okay? It's a journal. The page quality is so good. Somebody asked me, yo, could I write in this? I said, yes, you can write in it. Great quality, man. Fan your basketball knowledge beyond the horizon. All right? With the 82 Nights. So, yeah, it's more than 82 Nights, man. We're going to use, and I got another announcement regarding the 82 Nights series as well. We putting in a lot of work, me and Maxine. We got the 24-hour show. So a lot of that stuff that we got planned will also be announced before the show. And if you just joined, we are going to do the first ever 24-hour live stream. Okay, we on the road to 10K subscribers. So if this is your first time here, you don't want to miss this. The best way to make sure you're there is by smashing that like button, okay, and also subscribing so you get all your notifications. Hit that bell icon. As far as AP, you said how many likes? I'm going to tell you because I think Maxine fell asleep, so I got to handle it myself. I'm going to tell you because I'm not in that browser, but I'm going to get it up. I'm going to pull up the browser right now, and I'm going to tell you how many likes we got. We got to get the likes up. We had some powerful shows, and, if you've missed any of the shows, you could always go back and check them out. Oh, damn. Hopefully this doesn't play loud. Okay. So as far as the likes are concerned, we got to get the likes up. Only 42 likes, man. We got to get the likes up, man. Continue to smash the like button. All right? Continue to smash the like button so this video can get across many more YouTube screens. We do this after every game, but I'm thinking I'm going to talk to Maxine. I'm thinking we're going to do the Boston game a live play-by-play for the Boston game. I could do the Detroit game, but I think the Detroit game is going to be on MSG. I don't like to do games that are going to be on MSG. You feel me? I like to do games that are on NBC, like tonight, Peacock. So we ain't gotta watch that Peacock crap. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Oh God, I'm gonna say so we don't have to watch Peacock because they don't give us the Knicks experience we would like. Yeah, so I see that the Detroit Pistons that say Prime Video, but I think that game will also be on MSG because a lot of times the Prime videos also be on MSG. And for God's sakes, I don't want to watch no game on Prime. Yeah, I don't want to watch no game on Prime. So we got to get the likes up, AP. Tell them we got to get the likes up. We now got the 46 likes. Let's hit the like button and call up, man. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. We're talking about the Knicks. We got a couple of things on the table. If we win the championship, will we trade for Giannis? What say you? Just make sure my link trees and all my trees are good. Just in case somebody wants to call back and voice their opinions. You know, we don't leave no man behind. We answer every call. Yes, big time salute to Maxine, though. Yeah, I'm glad I don't got to get up early tomorrow. Thank goodness. The podcast should be around, 4? I don't know. I like that 4 o'clock on a Monday. I'll let you guys know. How's it going, man? Joe from AC, talk to me, brother. Yes, big time salute to
Hey, yo. Can you hear me?
How's it going, family?
Hey,
Hello?
can
Yeah, you still
can you
got
hear
the
me?
background on. Turn down the background.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you
Hey,
can hear me.
yo.
Yeah, I hear you good. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, we're
Not
talking about
much, man.
Giannis, right? The Giannis trade.
We could talk about the Giannis trade, the game, wherever you want to talk about. That's where we are. We got multiple topics.
All right. Honestly, man, the more I'm watching Cat, I'm just thinking like, yo, can we just get like a defensive center that can get us like 10 rebounds a game, 10 points a game? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just not liking him on our team anymore. I just don't.
Okay.
I just think we should get rid of him, honestly. But like, I mean, it doesn't even have to be for Giannis. Like, it could be like, I feel like this whole Giannis thing is kind of messing us up right now because like, we could have been looking for other players right now. You know, I know Giannis is on the table, but like, as long as we get Cat off our books, I'm good. You know. Yeah, I know you feel differently and you want to get Giannis because we have the opportunity.
Hell yeah.
But I just think
that's
as
the goal.
Leon Rose should still be looking at our other options to see like, you know, who's available. Like if we could just get another good center that's not like a score first center. Like we have too many people on our team right now that are score first, you know. Like we got a point guard that wants to be our first option. Now we got a 5 that wants to be our first option. Like we got all these players on our team that want to score. Like I feel like if we balance out our team a little bit, like get a defensive center that can get rebounds and, you know, spread the floor for us. Like I know people are saying like, oh, Miles Turner's good, Bobby Portis, you know. Like I was saying like, oh, Jared Allen's pretty good too. Like there's other options in the league that we could like explore. But regarding Giannis, man, like if it comes down to it, like and we can get rid of Cat's contract and we can get Giannis, I'm down to do it, you know.
Okay.
But not as like our main thing, you know. I just think we need to like explore just getting Cat off our books. That's our main thing because like I'm just looking at our team right now and I'm just thinking in terms of cap space, like having Cat just be a cone on defense and him only, you know, not really scoring for us right now. Like he's got to be giving us 30 points a game, like not 10 points a game, you know. For it to be worth it. Like people say all this stuff about Cat, like, oh, it's okay, he's giving us rebounds, yeah. But I'm just thinking like you guys are forgetting like the biggest point of this, it's that he doesn't play any defense. And that's my biggest problem. Like we need to strengthen our defense on this team if we want to win a championship. Like that's gotta be our main priority. You know, we want to get rid of our main defenders like Mikal and OG, we can't. Even Deuce, he's our main defender. Like we can't get rid of these guys.
10 seconds.
All right, brother. I
But
hear you,
thanks for
man.
taking my call.
I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
All right. Big time salute to my man Joe from Atlantic City. Has some very interesting points. I'm gonna respond to that, but big time salute to my man Max, my man AP. He said Maxine, the lady Nick. Facts. she holds it down, man. She puts in a lot of work, man. You know, the work we put in behind the scenes is crazy. So we got a lot of great ideas. But I do want to respond to my man Joe's call. You know, I write it down. So like, there's another thing I'm doing now. So to make the calls to let you guys express yourself, I'll take note of what you say. I respond after. Now he said we need to get Cat out of here. I don't think that is going to happen, but I also don't think it's a smart move because there's been some reports saying that, and if you're going to trade Cat, you're going to get a Trae Young like package. So are you willing to give up a 6-time All-Star? I think he's 3-time All-NBA for a Trae Young package. You're going to give that up for a bunch of dudes who just rotational players, could possibly start. You're going to give up Karl Anthony Towns for that. He still made an All-Star. In a bad year, he still became an All-Star. And to be honest, if he turns it around, he has an opportunity to make the third team again. So I disagree with the notion that we need to trade Cat just for the sake of trading him because he's just cancer. First off, the Knicks defense in the paint is always been solid all year. That's a myth. We were top 5 in paint defense. Our issue is not the paint. The issue is the perimeter. Now, you could argue that, well, because you don't got much rim protection, it compromises the integrity of the perimeter defenders because they don't got nobody on the backside to rely on. And maybe that's true because we have to help. And now the rotations is too much helping. And now guys are in space and guys are getting shots. Like the ball is moving and guys are always helping. So now you always got to recover. And by having to always be in the situation where you're recovering, trying to get back to the weak side as that ball swings around, you get caught with a lot of open threes. But I'm telling you right now, and I'm saving this for the Knicks in 10 show, the Knicks defense has been incredible. We've had a top 2, top 3 defense last 10 games. Hold on. I talked about this earlier today. I did a show on scouting. I got notes all over the place. I want to give you the exact numbers on what our record is, what we've been doing the last 10 games, right? And this is with Cat at the 5. And there's been games that Mitchell Robinson didn't play as well. And we still were great defense. Matter of fact, some of our best defensive games were with Towns playing and Mitch not being there. So Towns being a liability on defense, one, he's the best rebounder in basketball, which does matter for something. I'm not saying you get paid $60 million to lead the team. I don't know where my notes are. I'm not saying you get paid $60 million to lead the team in rebounding. I'm gonna get the number though. I'm gonna look it up. But so I'm not saying that. But this whole nation about defense, man, it's so overblown. Towns' defense is not as bad as you think it is. It's not as bad as you think it is. Does he have lapses in defense? Of course, everybody does, right? But you see, the caller would never say that about Jokic because Jokic is far worse in defense than Towns. But you're not going to say, oh, yeah, I don't need Jokic because his defense is so bad. The issue that we have with Cat is not defense. The issue is his offense. And I did a live talking about that. The one stat that worries me the most about Karl Anthony Towns, and it's not a defensive stat. All right? Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now because I want to be accurate. When I get on this mic, you know that I'm accurate. Oh, and then you know what? The segment's going to change because we just played against the Lakers, but it's fine. Let's just add the Laker game to the bag. Hold on. Let me get the teams. I'm going to add the Lakers there. Bam. I'll go into research mode too and show you this. I'm on NBA.com, by the way. All right. So we're going to do last 10 games. Bam. Get stats. Let's pull up the defensive rating. The Knicks has had the number 2 defense in the last 10 games. So, Joe, Atlantic. I want to make sure we're back. Okay. I think we're good. Hold on. Let me just make sure the stream is good. Yep. I think we're good. Okay. So we got the second-rate defense with Cat. Where we struggled is the offense. Okay. Offensively, we got the 16th ranked offense in the last 10 games. So defense is not a problem, sir. The defense has been immaculate. Offense has been a problem. And then if you want to take it another step further, our biggest concern and issue defensively was 3-point defense. Right? And I'm going to go over all of this on the Knicks and 10 show. But, I'm just giving you guys a little bit extra. So this is the Knicks 3-point defense in recent times. We're middle of the pack, which is a huge improvement versus where we are overall. So, the 3-point defense is a lot better. And the defense overall has been better. So this team has been improving. I'm not saying that we're number one at nothing, but to say that Towns is so bad defensively, you wouldn't say that about other players. You wouldn't say that about Luka. You wouldn't say that about Jokic. You wouldn't say that about none of the star players that don't play defense. But all of a sudden, Cat, he is this cancer that you got to trade for anybody. You want Jared Allen for Cat. Jared Allen can't shine Cat's shoes. Only thing Jared Allen does is he's maybe a better rim protector, but that's it. He's not a better rebounder than Cat, right? He's not a better shooter than Cat. He's not a better bucket beater than Cat. He's not a better passer than Cat. Maybe you want to say he's a better screener than Cat. If we're going to give people a credit for being good screeners, then be my guest. But I hear you, though, but I disagree strongly. I think Cat, you can't trade Cat. You're going to get a Trae Young package back. Now, if I could get Paolo Banchero, I might think about it because I like Paolo. But honestly, right now, I'm not trading Cat for nobody who's not named Giannis. It don't make no sense to me to do it. Especially for the reasoning that you said of defense. Defense has not been the problem. The only thing that has been the problem, realistically, for the Knicks is turnovers. They were turning the ball over at a high clip. Let's look at where they are turnovers in the last 10 games. Let's look at where we are for turnovers in the last 10 games. All right. Traditional. Let's make sure I'm in the right segment. Okay. So all right. So look at where we are turnover rise. You're talking about overall, we're a top 3, top 4 turnover team, right? Last 10 games, we rank. Oh, we improved because this last game helped improve our rankings. If I go back further, we were close to the bottom 20 in turnovers. So that turnovers has been our issue, the biggest issue. Not the 3-point defense, not even points in the paint. We actually doing better. Hold on, let's pull that up. Points in the paint, we've been doing a lot better. Well, overall, look, this is where the Knicks rank in points in the paint. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm in the right segment. Okay, cool. We want to go opponent's point. Sorry. This is where the Knicks rank overall. This is for the entire year, Joe. Can you see this? We got a top 5 2-point defense or top 7 2-point defense overall. Our 2-point defense is phenomenal. Okay? It's phenomenal. This is overall. This is the entire year. If I go to the last 10 games, we slipped during that losing streak. But in the last 10 games, we've been doing a lot better. Okay? See that? We're back in the top 8, top 10. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
Good evening, Karam. This is Zach from New York to LA, but now I'm in LA.
Oh, nice,
How you
man.
doing,
Zach
my
from New
guy?
York. I'm doing good, man. We just having some great conversation talking about this Knicks game, man. Talk to me. What's your thoughts?
Oh, well, obviously they kept their defensive intensity, which we spoke about in the Discord earlier. I was very happy with that. It's actually what I expected.
Oh, this is Zach. Hold up. This is Zach from the. Okay, Zach. Got you, Zach. I'm thinking it's like
Zach.
I didn't make the connection. Zach, we good. Let's go.
Yeah, channel member. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yes, I got you.
Indeed. First time caller, but I
Right,
used to call
right.
up a lot on a different show. But anyway, the kids kind of take over your life. You know how it goes.
100%.
Um, but I mean, the Knicks obviously in January they looked. We can all be honest. They looked pitiful, right? They had this
Right.
complete downturn in their play. They had looked like they completely gave up what they had in the first 2 months, 2-3 months of the season. Um, but I honestly I wasn't really downtrodden on them. I really queued it up to like this post cut slump type deal.
Right.
And I mean, I really, in my opinion, show they're really coming back to who they are as a team,
100%.
and they're really focusing now on defense, which is the main focus of what a championship team should be.
Right.
They allow their
Yep.
defense to flow into their offense. They make the turnovers, they make the key stops, they allow themselves to get into transition, use the screens, things of that nature. So I think the Knicks are really coming into that type of model. And I'm not, listen, I think, trading for Giannis would be amazing, right? If we could
Right.
get him for the right pieces and it doesn't kill our team, by all means, let's do it. But at the same time, I do think that with the right focus and the right mentality, this team that we have, with maybe a sure up on the back end of the rotation, could potentially win a championship if they're playing the right type of basketball at the right time. I do
Yeah.
truly believe that.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I still want Giannis bad, but remember, I'm someone that wants him even if we win the championship. So it doesn't matter to me how good we are. I still want him. That's just me personally. But
No,
yeah,
and I
you're
feel
right.
that, and I feel that,
Yeah.
and I feel
Hey.
that. No, listen. Even if we win the championship, and there's an opportunity for us to get Giannis
Right.
in the offseason,
Exactly.
let's do it. Let's
Mhm.
do it. No, by all means. I just think
Right.
that we have the opportunity to win a championship if we
Right.
focus and we utilize the type of
100%.
players that we have.
No, 100%. I agree 100. You're on the money with that. 100%.
But I mean, I think there are some things. Obviously, we don't want to have dead weight on the back end of the rotation. We don't need a Pacome Dadier. We don't need a Yabusele. We could try to do something with Jordan Clarkson. I mean,
Right.
he's one of these wild cards, right?
10
So
Yep.
seconds.
I know I'm
Yep.
out of
Yep.
time, my guy, but that's all.
Big
I
time
just want to
salute.
say my piece. Just back end of the rotation stuff.
Got you, man. I got your number locked in as well. I appreciate you, Zach. See you in the
Be good,
Discord.
my guys. Indeed.
All right. Big time salute to my man Zach. Oh man, it's good to see the members calling up. That's what's up, Zach, man. Yeah, man, you sound very knowledgeable because you always got some great posts. But now I can see it in your voice too. My man Zach, I got your number locked in, man. Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. We gets it in, family. If you are a channel member, we got so many channel members. Y'all don't go in the Discord. I know why, but I'm telling you, it's a good experience, man. It's a good experience. Like we gets it in, we have fun, we debate, we crack jokes. It's always fun. The guys always mean well. And yeah, it is what it is. Keep the calls coming, man. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion, man. I'm a vampire. I'll probably be up for another 3 hours. I'm gonna try to get like 2 condensed games in. I'm gonna try to watch at least, because I like condensed games because I could watch multiple of them. Versus if I spend my time watching one whole game, I could have watched 3 games. 3 condensed joints, on NBA.com. So that's why I don't like when the game is not on Peacock. And then you gotta wait a certain amount of time. Yeah, it sucks. But I hear you though. He said there's no commercials on Peacock, which is good. So if there's no commercials, how long will the game be? The game should probably be like what? Like 1 hour, 45 minutes? That's still too long. Bro, the way a league pass is, you get some condensed games. I seen a full condensed game, 39 minutes. So think about it. If I got to spend an hour and 49 minutes watching the entire game back, but I could go get 39-minute full game, I'm taking the 39 minutes because I could watch 3 games. And that's what I do. That's why I watch a lot of basketball. But I appreciate all the channel members, man. All the supporters, man. Smash that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Let me do a like check because Maxine is knocked out. Once again, big time salute to Zach, J-Tap, the entire Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. Okay, likes is getting up there. We got to get the likes up. Ooh, okay. Ooh, complaining about, all right. A lot of people complain about Cat's defense. Mikal complained about his defense too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm never saying that Cat is I'm not saying he's perfect, you know? I'm not saying that. I seen Mitchell Robinson do some boneheaded stuff tonight on defense. Are we allowed to complain about Mitchell Robinson's defense? What about that one time where he forgot his assignment and he got lost on the pick and roll and he had no idea where Ayton was and he was looking like this? And then boom, dunk right on it. What about when Mitchell Robinson did that? Huh? Nobody talks about those lapses. Everybody has lapses on defense, bro. You know, maybe Karl Anthony Towns ain't feeling the scheme, bro. He's like, yo, screw the scheme. But the one key stat for Karl Anthony Towns, let me see some. The one key stat for Towns is fouls, bro. Fouls is the number one key. So he had 3 fouls. I talked about this earlier today on the on the show. Hold on. Let me get that number. I talked about this earlier on the one stat that concerns me about Towns. No, that's not the stat that concerns me. But that is the number one key stat that Towns shows his impact is fouls. He's leading the league in offensive fouls. So when we got to look at when Towns is playing under control, I call it when Towns has less than, when he has 4 fouls or less and he's not in foul trouble, that I equate that with playing under control. And I'm going to give you the number right now. What his average is. I think it was 3 and 10. I'm going to give you the entire number. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. How? As I do this complicated math. Yeah, it was 3. So he was 3 and 10. When anytime Towns gets 5 or more fouls, he's 3 and 10. And then on the flip side, if I flip it and I look at 4 and under, if I flip it, hold on, get the exact number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is 25 and 7. Let me write it down because I always forget. 25 and 7 when Towns has 4 fouls or less. Add 26, add one more because they just played tonight. And that game is not accounted for yet on what the platform that I'm using. So that is Towns' impact on the floor. So when he's playing under control, his defense is better. Anytime Towns has to, oh man, foul trouble. That's why Towns' minutes is down too, because Mike Brown been pulling him. You know, once he gets into foul trouble, Mike Brown been sitting them for the rest of the quarter. So that cuts into your minutes and your time, which also cuts into your scoring. But I'm not capping for Cat. You got to do better. Because Joe has a point in terms of the way you're looking at times is not good. But the defense, Knicks don't have defensive issues right now. Now, does he make bad mistakes and boneheaded plays? Yes, he does. Does he get in foul trouble? And yes, he does all of that. But is he as bad as you think he is? No, he's not. You know, and Ant-Man, by the way, Ant-Man is that brother's on another level. He's the definition of two-way superstar. He'll go out there and he'll guard the best. He say, you know what, I got him. Not for the game, but he'll do it for a stretch. Towns, 13 rebounds. .8 rebounds, leading the league. Field goal percentage is definitely not good. He got to get the field goal percentage up. But the 3-ball, he's been working to get that up. We got to do better. I feel like the free throws too kind of slipped a little bit. 75, 50. Maybe not. Maybe this is why too. Sometimes your eyes, man, your eyes will play tricks on you. You don't know what you're watching. That's why you got to use the numbers sometimes. You can't just go purely off of, you know, the numbers, or you can't just go purely off of your eyes. Big time salute to everybody that just joined. Continue to smash that like button. We got to continue to get the likes up, man. Very important. More likes we get, the better the show becomes. Facts. But told you they were back. Ooh, J-Tab had a hard response for Ant-Man. Damn. Oh, okay. J-Tap, I'm rocking with that. He said, why did Cat stop shooting threes? Let's look at it. I don't know if Cat, I wouldn't say he stopped shooting threes. Because I don't think he had a game all year where he didn't shoot it. Oh no, he did. He did. This was against Miami. But he's only had what, 2? No. 1. But he only had 1. Yeah, just 1 game where he didn't take a 3. So I wouldn't say he stopped taking threes because he had a game the other day where he shot 3 for 8. I wouldn't say that. He's still taking threes. If you want to say he's taking less threes, you would have to show me the numbers on that. Because on the year, he's averaging. You don't got the total here? Hold on. Let me get that. He's still averaging 4.63. So I can't say his numbers. Yeah, I can't say that. Ooh, okay, man. But listen, y'all, I appreciate you guys. We will be back tomorrow with This Week Inside the Knicks. We also got Knicks Nocturnal. Of course, the Blue and Orange Breakfast Brunch Show will return Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. We got a lot in store. And we got a Knicks in 10 show that will be Thursday afternoon. So I look forward to seeing you guys. And until next time, as always, let's go Knicks.